All right.
Next site, again, button should be, make the button easier. Okay,
next up is Brewer Stratton.
Brewer Stratton. This is the consummate squirrel site here. I have no idea what they want me to do. They want me to do all sorts of things. Apparently, they need me to call on the top right. They want me to fill out a CMA. They need more homes. I'm not sure what they need them for. There's a new owner special. We've got a moving thing. I mean, I feel like I'm in Las Vegas with lights flashing. I'm not trying to be mean to them. I'm just saying there's way too many things going on here. And there's way too many visual things going on. We got colors all over the place. Lots of red. I would use that a lot more selectively, frankly, to tell my eye what to do next. Obviously, the call to action, that's what we were home rent for, is a good one. And 2 months free is a nice additional benefit. I think they probably want to put that up above so people get that a little bit better. And I would just emphasize that with red to draw your eye to it, because they're telling me too many things here. I'm not a big fan of SlideShare things. They do tend to suppress conversion for whatever reason. It seems like you can jam more content in there, but generally speaking, they tend to diffuse conversion rates. So I would probably stop that and pick with one image. I mean, I like the local image. That's good. I do like the benefit up front, no upfront fees, flat fees, $75 a month. I think that's good, and that's in the right spot. Logo could be a little bit smaller. Don't care that much. It's pretty valuable real estate for it to be taking up that much space. Let's see here. Yeah, go ahead and scroll down a little bit. The owner services. I'm sorry, just up a little, just a hair. I just want to make a comment about insider language. Owner of what? Owner of real estate to sell, property owners trying to rent. I mean, it makes sense to the property management owner that they're owner services, but it's not clear exactly what I'm getting, especially if I'm uninitiated. So I would probably call that property management services, something like that. And then we got homes for sale. Now, since this is a landing page, now all of a sudden we've introduced this thing where we're not just managing your property, we're selling your house. I think you're trying to get too many ideas in there. I probably wouldn't even put tenant services in there. I'd focus more on the owner stuff here as far as the landing page is concerned. It's great that you do many things, but this is not the place to let people know that. I like the benefits along the right-hand side here. Frankly, I think some of those benefits would do better above the fold, because if you don't win that game above the fold, which is the first thing you see before you scroll down, everything below the fold is a waste of time. So you want to get as many customer-centric, focused on what's in it for them above the fold as you can without it looking too busy. Arizona property management, everything underneath there is a big fat waste of time. I'd love to do a heat map analysis of that. I bet people don't read that ever. So go ahead and scroll down. Why choose Brewer and Stratton is a fine idea, but again, nobody's going to read that. And so that's kind of a waste of time. Having available properties, also extraneous. And then scroll down a little bit more, Jordan. Property management services available in these cities. Okay, I think this is a missed opportunity to have it so low on the page. I personally am a fan of having that as far as a menu item, because one of the first questions the consumer is asking, as I said before, is, am I in the right spot? The next question they're asking their brain is, these guys do what I need somebody to do, the reason I'm here for. And they want to know if you can manage your property and also in the area that their property is located. And so when you put it all the way down here at the bottom, I think you may lose some people, because up above you can't really, it's not really clear. And it's a pretty simple thing to make clear. Also, again, missed opportunity. We got all the authority symbols that would make me feel warm and fuzzy about your company, that your license and everything. It's all buried at the bottom here. I think those should be probably above the fold.
So, Mike, just chiming in on that. Glenn Lehman just asked a question regarding the links to different geos. Doesn't that help with SEO? And wouldn't you guess that was the purpose of that? Because I actually disagree. I think that's fairly useless and unimportant. And I would guess that if you click on those links, what you find is not going to be super inspiring. But I can see why they would do this for SEO purposes. And if that's the case, then I can also see why it would be towards the bottom of the page.
Well, first of all, this is a landing page. So if we're trying to rank.
and on that point, if you notice, this is not actually a landing page. This is a website that is being used as a landing page. So there's some schizophrenia going on here, correct?
Yep, there is. I agree with you. And I mean, Jordan is going to, this has been pointed out many times, but using your home page as a landing page is the first sign that you are not, like, how should I say this politely? You're not using best practices. That's the first most obvious sign. And you should probably change that to use some kind of a dedicated landing page for what you're doing, because there's just way too many things going on here. And yes, if this is a website, yes, you do want all the areas in there, but there's a more elegant way to do this. I think that the consumer wants to know. So I would put it actually on a menu. I would just say area served and have it as a menu item. And you can, as far as SEO, that'll work just fine. Trust me. So.
Perfect. Okay, Mike, we're actually going to skip the last one for the sake of time here. So we really appreciate you going through
Awesome.
through the